lot of people call me the Temu version of Ola England, and that used to bring me down, but not anymore, because today it's official. This video is brought to you by Temu.com, the online megastore selling everything from clothes to appliances and even electric guitars, all for rock bottom prices. They offered to send me one of their guitars for free in exchange for making a video. Well, I know what you're thinking, and I had the same questions. Is Temu legit? How good can a $170 guitar be? Am I selling out the future of American manufacturing by endorsing severely underpriced goods from overseas? Well, why talk when I can show? The brand new West Creek Cerberus CB2 Flying V guitar, available in orange flame, blue flame, or even heterosexual flame. Okay, jokes aside, I do want to give a solid review of this guitar, tell you what I think is good about it, what could be better, and do a few comparisons. Full disclosure, Temu is paying me to make this video, but they are not paying for my review. So that means everything I tell about it is going to be my honest opinion and what I think about it. First impressions and what I liked is that, for the price, I wasn't sure what to expect. Is it going to be like a toy? Is it going to be obviously just not right? Or is it going to sound really cheap? And I can say it definitely doesn't feel like a toy. It definitely plays and feels like a real instrument. I was pleasantly surprised at the setup. It was actually really good right out of the box. And the fretboard and the inlays, actually I do want to call it the inlays. These are pretty nice here on the fretboard. And yeah, the physical experience of playing it is pretty much exactly the same as guitars I have that are 3 or 4 times the price. As we reach the 3-minute mark on this video, I'm legally obligated to remind you that if you want to get the West Creek Cerberus CB2 for yourself, or a guitar of another style, maybe some baby clothes or a pizza oven, the best place to do that is Temu.com. I've got a link in the description and a special discount code that will save you even more money. If you follow that link to the Temu website, you can use the QR code at the bottom to download their app. And in that app, if you enter the code DUY9764, you'll unlock some coupons worth up to $100. While you take out your phone and start downloading that app immediately, I can let you know about Temu's free shipping and free returns up to 90-day guarantee. Also, something I didn't know about is the local warehouse tag. So if you see that, which shows up on a lot of items, that means it's actually not shipping all the way from China, it's shipping from a warehouse near you. In my case with this guitar, it actually arrived in just a couple days. Also pleasantly surprised by the sound. So you've already heard the intro, which I recorded with this, so you can judge for yourself, but I think it's pretty usable. Now you might be able to hear a difference between this and a higher-end guitar, and I do some comparing later. But to me, it's not a huge difference. Especially at this price point, I thought that was pretty good. The biggest thing for a sound to me is that it's not distracting. You just want to be able to imagine that riff in a song and, feel inspired about what you're playing. You almost don't really want to think about the sound at all. And I think this is definitely close enough where once you start playing, you're not going to think about it. Now, are you going to find this in a professional studio where you're paying hundreds of dollars to have the best possible sound? No, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. But for everything short of that, I think you're not going to be disappointed. Don't let the flames fool you. This thing cleans up nice. The Cerberus CB2 may be as metal as revenge, but sometimes revenge is a dish best served clean. So roll back the gain and start playing. So, if it plays great and it sounds good, then what are some of the downsides? Well, I think it's mostly on the cosmetic side, but to me it's more about what it doesn't have. I would describe it as pretty minimal. It's definitely functional. It's not a toy. It's a real instrument, but you've got generic tuners. I think they might be plastic rather than metal. You don't have any binding on the fretboard or body. You don't have any wood grain showing or kind of exotic multi-wood necks. You don't have a Floyd Rose or name brand pickups. Now, not every higher-end guitar has all of those things, but usually some combination of that is what you're going to be paying more for. And last but not least, the name brand itself. There is something to be said for being able to play the same type of guitar that your favorite band or player does. And if you can afford it, that is nice. Oh, one more thing. One of the common complaints I saw in the reviews for this is the jack placement. Coming out of the side here on the bottom, and the classic flying V, the jack's in the front, but there are some V models where they come out of here or up here. I don't think that's totally out of the ordinary, and for me at least, it fits like this on my leg anyway. It just comes out the bottom. If you are on the bigger side, your leg might get in the way. Something to think about. Alright, next I wanted to do a little head-to-head comparison, because if I was considering buying this, I'd want to know exactly how different does it sound from a more expensive guitar. Here's a little more of the Cerberus on its own. Got a pretty good crunch to it. I'm running this through my Helix Native amp sim. Throwing in a little battery, as one does when you test a guitar. And here's my contender. It's a major name brand, G81 and 5 pickups. I think I paid $650 for this. It's got a little more bite to it. That might just be the difference between active and passive pickups. Actives are usually a little hotter. Back to the Temu once again. All in all, would I recommend this guitar? Honestly, yes. If you're on a budget and you're not sure you can afford something more expensive, but you really want to get into playing or maybe try a different style of guitar, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. The setup was good right out of the box, and the physical experience of playing it was just like any other guitar. The sky's the limit with what you'd be able to learn on this thing. If you're willing to trade off having name brand components or pickups or a more elaborate finish, I think you'll be pretty happy with it. And if you were pretty happy with this video, don't forget to smash every button on your device. But first, download the Temu mobile app so that you can use my discount code DUY9760 to get your very own West Creek Cerberus CV2. With its hard maple neck, C-shaped neck, reversed head, mahogany body, rounded end frets, rosewood fingerboard, and heavy metal as revenge humbucker pickups, you'll be shredding like this in no time. But seriously, thanks to Temu for reaching out to me with the collaboration offer and sending me this guitar for free. It really did open my eyes to seriously consider some of these lower priced guitars. I know years ago when I started playing, they were not this good. My experience with the site and the shipping was also super smooth. Again, keep an eye out for that local warehouse tag to find items that are going to ship quickly because they're already near you. And remember, Temu has a 90-day free return policy and a delivery guarantee. Thanks again.